Hi, my name is Brian LaPayower, and this is LaPayower Report, the fundamental talk show program where I get conversations with individuals who have unique skills and talents, returning for the year 2018. The last time I did this program was back in April of 2017. I stated during the show with my guests that I'm hopeful I was doing at least 4 more shows. Sadly, I only did 1 show, and I apologize to everyone out there because not only I misled you, the viewers, but also I misled myself. I will try to, as always, to be a better person in all fields of aspects. Before we get on with today's show, an incident happened in the city and section of Parkland, Florida, where a gunman wielding an assault rifle killing 17 people at a high school, which was motivated as one of the country's most deadly school shootings in United States history. In my honor, I will light this black light. To all the 17 people that was affected on Wednesday, February 14th, 2018. I'm going to put it right over here, the black light. On today's show, I'll be doing an extended version instead of the normal half-hour program. My guest today has been on the program for over 9 times, now being on the 10th time, and because this episode is the 60th show of my program, this is also a milestone show. Here with me on the program, once again, is without any introduction, is TV host and producer Fred Coscia. Fred, welcome back to the program.
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
Okay.
Thanks for having me again, Brian.
Thank you. 10 times?
Yeah. Wow.
That's a record.
Wow.
10 times, though. But I just want to make any... Yes.
We have so many projects that we've done, you know?
Yes. I just want to make it where anybody could come on the show multiple times, though. This contact me at lapierport@gmail.com, though. So anyway, before we move along the program, I noticed our backdrop. I'm on it. Our director Kai Combs, Miranda's on it. Gil Ray's. Is that Kevin Lee? I think that's
everybody that's in
yes.
that backdrop.
I believe also your parents. Let me zoom out. Zoom off. There we go. Your parents.
There you
hey
go.
Dan, how are you?
Yeah.
Right? But
what great people though we work with, you know, on this movie.
Yes, but not only this movie though, because these are also our extended friends and family of the Staten Comedy Show.
Yes, right.
Okay, and also I do have right away you had somebody did a write-up for you?
Yeah,
is that correct?
Sandra Castillo. What a great writer. She she writes for a lot of famous people. She's an artist of music. She loves talent, and in her writing you could tell that by when you hear, you know, you're going to read a little bit of it, but she's an unbelievable writer. Anybody that's got talent, and she hears you or sees you anywhere, and she writes about you, it's unbelievable. She's great. Really great,
okay.
Great.
And let me read a little bit of the article that was written up for you by Sandra Castillo. Although he's not a prize fighter or royalty, for the matter or less not in literal sense of these titles, upon bestowed, the title holders, Fred Coscia is definitely a warrior spirit and a ruler of his domain, which more than signifies his place of importance in the universe. One who would not remiss if he would to acknowledge him as a triple threat deluxe, given the fact not only is Coscia a very talented drummer who could pummel his way all across 5 boroughs of New York City, but he is also a prolific singer-songwriter who has composed dozens of songs for recordings, videos, and film. Besides making music videos, he is the host of the Staten Island television show Who Do You Like TV, where he interviews and interacts with his featured guests. As a tireless champion for the arts and music for those who created, Coscia's selflessness, generous efforts are recognized and lauded by his peers throughout the entertainment industry.
Yeah, that's great. You know, see, she writes, being a warrior and stuff, she's seen a lot of all my works and stuff, you know, Brian, like, you know, playing the drums, writing music for artists, and and I've done everything in this business. And what's great about the business, it's not about being famous, it's about creating the art of it. Doing TV shows, like working with Nevin Cummings from Staten Island Comedy Show, being on your show, and just and bringing guests on that have great talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about. It's not just it's not about fame and fortune.
No.
My best enjoyment out of this business is creating like a new song. Like I just wrote a new song called No Matter What, and I know the song is people I've listened to and stuff, and they're like, wow, that's a great song. It's a beautiful song, and this and that. And that's the reward. The money and the fame means nothing if the creation isn't there. If you're watching the show and you're watching and saying, wow, or you hear a song and it's like it doesn't turn you on. It's like, what good is making the money if you know what I mean? There's a lot of that's what's happening today in the movie industry and
Right.
the music industry. They're not creating something that's real, and they're promote. There's a lot of promotion behind it. They put millions of dollars behind it, and it, sometimes it makes it through that, but I don't know, man.
Okay.
Just
Okay. Well,
Really
anyway,
music.
we do have pictures, of course, from the Bomb Feeders, the movie.
Yeah, this
which we
is a
do
great-
have. This, of
great
course,
film.
one of our back shots right here. I believe also we had a major surprise to the film. Not only we had the first premiere of the film.
right.
It was Wednesday, August 9th, 2017.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the film was sold out. I think we have a picture of
Sold
the
out,
sold out.
We had that
Yeah,
sold
we're-
out.
we're-
Well, I couldn't believe it when they said, "Oh, it's sold out." It was 200. Was it over 200 people? Right.
200 something people, yes.
200 people.
We were over at the Anthology Film Archives on 2nd Avenue in Manhattan.
Yeah, we had.
Yes.
Yeah, we had some crowd,
Uh,
but
Well, that's our backdrop. Well, that's our backdrop, though.
That's all right. Don't worry about the sold out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think we have the sold out picture, but
yeah. But anyway, now getting back to the
right.
thing, we have a rolling of.
We got it. Oh, there it is. Finally,
Yeah, finally, we
Bomb
got it.
Feeder is sold out.
Sold out. Wow.
Okay.
And you know something? It was really magical. That whole movie was magical.
Yes.
Man.
I want to show. Can we at least show another picture? Maybe the first picture that's listed.
But I mean, people when they after the show.
It's one thing
that's
about
your parents, right?
Well, let me explain. Well, from left to right, that's my brother, Michael. That's my stepfather, Frank. He married my mom. It's gonna be about over 9 years already. My mom, and of course me. So yeah, I mean, you can't really go see a movie without at least family support. That's one thing about.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next picture. Let's go. Let's keep pictures on. We'll go to the next picture.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
of course, here's the poster.
I'm on the poster.
You're on the poster.
Everybody was. There's a lot of the people that were in the movie that weren't on the poster, but
Including myself, the host, the producer.
yeah. Well, you were on another poster that's coming up.
Well, it's not really a poster. The next one.
There you go,
Well, there's
oh,
me
wow.
when I was much heavier.
Yeah, you were about.
You can
100
see my
pounds
nipples on
heavier,
there.
right? Yeah.
I was like over about, forget it. I mean,
Yeah.
I weighed over
But you look good
260.
though. No, but I mean.
Yeah, my puffy cheeks, my
Yeah.
little glasses. You can see the ladder in front of the way. This was in Studio A. We took this picture in August of 2014.
Yeah.
Before I started Waitlist. Next picture, real quick.
Yeah.
And here's a group shot. I think it's from the very last Staten Island Comedy Show. This was back in August with you, Nevin.
Yeah, those are the two producers.
Yeah, Kathy Ferroni and Joe Coburn.
Yeah.
Another picture. Let's go to the next picture. Why not?
Oh.
We can at least have if you have parents, Fred.
Yeah.
You like I said, when you're gonna be a movie, at least God. I mean, God
Well,
bless
that's
you.
what it's
God-
all about. It's reality.
Right.
They have a new movie that's out, The Train, and they use the three guys that were really on the train instead of the actors.
Right, and of course, your father was a past guest of my show too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Angelo Caccia was a past guest of my show. Next picture. Why not?
Yeah.
And here's the full layout of the film. Even our technical director, guys in it on the bottom right. We also have Bob Greenberg as well. Another
Yeah.
producer, Michael Gadd. I see Bodybuild Bob. I see Joe Long. I also see Damon Boucher. I believe that's Vince Cortina next to you, Fred.
Right.
And of course, sadly, above Nevin is Louis Sorofsky. He sadly passed away before the premiere of the movie back in May.
What a great guy he is. Great guy he was.
And of course, Andrew Coscia and Nevin Cummings.
Yeah.
Next picture. Here's another shot. This was outside.
I'm talking to
Joe Coburn.
Joe Coburn.
And of course, there's Miranda Tiffany.
The famous Miranda Panda.
There's Nevin in the background. I believe that's our limo in the back too, by the way.
Yeah, we got our limo. Yeah, we did it up at this movie. Man.
We had a nice big limo.
We had a limo. We had everything, Hollywood style.
Next picture. Let's go for it. Here's inside the film.
Yeah, that's inside, right?
There's you, Fred, Angela Corsia. I won't tackle with her guy Comier. Who's the blonde in the red dress?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Brooke, yeah.
Oh, April. Okay, Brooke.
Yeah,
and I believe Bob Greenberg.
Why don't we go back to this later when we show the?
Okay, we'll go back to the scene, guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was it, and now the Staten Island Comedy Show. That's I started with Nevin, and you're going to show the Roland.
Yes, I think that's our first clip. So we're going to get ready, and we're going to show the first clip of the Staten Island from you doing the Staten Island Comedy Show.
I came up with this opener.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Staten Island, it's the Staten Island Comedy Show with your host, Nevin Cummings.
All right. That's it.
Okay, guy.
Yeah, so that was the.
Welcome back.
That's the opener that I came up with to open up his show with. So I added all of that, like the Tonight Show type of thing, but just with drums,
Right.
And it worked out great. So.
And you've been helping out Nevin for how many years now? I mean, with the Staten Island Comedy Show.
Oh, it's about 8 years now.
Okay, so you weren't in the
7 years, 7 and a
Well, it
half
wasn't really in
years.
the first
We're
year.
gonna do another show coming up. Hopefully, they're gonna do another premiere of the Bottom Feeder movie.
Okay.
They got a lot more footage that they didn't even put in there.
No.
The Bottom Feeder movie.
That's what I've been told. That the film we saw about 90 minutes of the film, and I believe there's actually a longer extension of the film. We don't know how much longer the extension is, though.
The
Yes.
guy that took interest in our show that's coming up now, the interview that I did, SNL star Fred Armisen, right?
Yes. I believe we have footage from this.
Why don't you read?
Before we get on to the footage of Fred Armisen, let me read a little bit about him real quickly. His full name is Robert Fred Armisen, so obviously, but they call him Fred. He's an American actor, comedian, screenwriter, and musician, widely known as a cast member on Saturday Night Live from 2002 to 2013. He, of course, came to the Staten Island Comedy Show in, I believe, 2012, right? Year before he left the show? Yes.
Yeah.
Armisen has portrayed characters in comedy films, including Eurotrip, Anchorman, and Cop Out. With his partner, Carrie Brownstein, Armisen is a co-creator and co-star of the IFC sketch comedy series, Portlandia.
Yeah. And he's also a drummer, too.
Yes.
And you'll see on this interview that I did how he commented.
I believe that's from also the day he appeared on the Staten Island Comedy Show. Nevin, of course, has told many stories about that. I don't want to spoil the details, so we're going to go ahead and show the clip of Fred Armisen appearing on the Staten Island Comedy Show.
Hey, Fred.
Wait, man.
How you doing?
Great job.
Yeah, I love you. I watched the show last week. It was great. Me and my mother were laughing. We were on the floor.
Bloomberg. He goes to
Fred's on. I said, thanks. You did the main thing.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Great writers. It's all the writers.
Are you going to do the stand-up side, or?
No, I think we're just gonna.
Do you have a role in, or?
No.
Okay, all right. So I'll just interview you.
Colin might have some stuff. He has a sketch he wants to show.
Okay, all right. Is that Colin?
Hey, how's it going? What's up, bro? Nevin, great to see you.
Nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, big fan of the show.
Now, do you have a?
Fred, I didn't know you played drums.
Yeah, I do.
We had one. It's up to you guys.
How was it?
We can show it. Or,
Thanks.
How long is it?
It's like 2 minutes.
Later, maybe
Yeah,
before the show. Can I do a little? I have my own show.
Sure.
Like an interview.
I read your bio and stuff, so
Okay,
I know a little bit about it.
All right,
Yeah.
we're here at the Staten Island Comedy Show with Fred Armisen, everybody.
Hi, how
Fred.
are you? How are you, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So you were on Saturday Night Live
Yeah.
the other night, and you did a skit with the mayor. That was so great.
Oh, thanks a lot. That was written by someone named Jim Downey.
Jim Downey. okay.
And he writes a lot of the political stuff, and yeah, we have him to thank for it.
So you always did political stuff, though, right?
I've done some, but sometimes there's some musical stuff, and
Yeah.
so there's been all kinds of things, political and non-political.
Right. What was it like with Jim Carrey on his show?
He was great. He's
Yeah.
very creative, which I really like. He had a lot of input as a host, and,
Yeah.
and also I was starstruck. You know, he's so famous, and he looks so much like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He was really nice. I really liked him.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Yeah.
But so do you do any off the cuff things like when you're on the show, like besides?
No,
you
we
know?
can't do too much of that because of the timing of it. Everything is scheduled out, second to second, minute to minute. So there. So many cast members that it's rude to like take up too much time. You have to like just do your part and
Yeah.
move it along.
So what is it going to be like going from that to going on the Staten Island Comedy Show?
I'm psyched. I'm excited. I know everyone at SNL will be watching when it's on, and you guys already have a lot of fans. We do watch the show.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, that makes us feel good. You know, it's like. You know, because we started it from nothing. I like you did. You started, right? You were a
Right.
drummer.
Yeah.
You played with what was the group you played with?
I was in a group called Trenchmouth.
Trenchmouth.
Yeah, and then I played with Blue Man Group for a while, and then I just started doing comedy.
Wow, that's great. You still play drums though?
Yeah,
Oh, so you got to come and jam with us.
anytime.
Yeah?
You're a great drummer.
Yeah, thanks, Fred.
And what about you? Are you from Staten Island?
Yeah, I'm from Staten Island originally. Yeah.
And you still live on Staten Island?
Yep. Yeah.
You like doing the show?
Oh yeah, I love it. You know, I started with Nevin actually, 7 years ago. We just, I was doing my show and he was doing his show, and we just collided, And I says, well, I'll play drums. I'll bring the drums on and
Right.
I'll introduce you, and that's how we got started.
Who's your favorite drummer ever?
My favorite, I like Keith Moon, and I like the guy from the Police. That
Yeah,
guy.
Stuart Copeland, yeah.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
I'm with you on both those guys.
Yeah.
They're great.
I mean, the way he played Police, he just turned drums into a different dimension.
He changed it. He
Yeah,
changed it.
Yeah.
Tightened up all the heads and
Tighter, yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hi-hat really close.
And how about all the left right things
Yeah,
that he did,
it's
right? Yeah, he was like a freak.
Yeah.
Like Buddy Rich, I worked with him once or twice.
You did?
Well, I worked with him. I didn't, I wasn't on
Right.
set with him.
Right, but still.
Yeah, but I seen him play close up, man, and
He was great.
Yeah.
He was a monster for sure.
So anyway, Fred, we're gonna get ready. The
All
show's gonna start, and
All right.
great to meet you.
Great to meet you, too.
All right, we're gonna have a good
All right.
show, man.
All right.
All right, Fred Armisen, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome back.
That was a great interview with
That was bad. You mentioned Keith. You like Keith Moon?
Keith Moon.
You better explain this one.
Keith Moon is I play a lot that kind of style when I'm really rocking out. Open high hats and fat snare and just rock it out. Heavy bass.
Compare Keith Moon to Liberty DeVito, who once also appeared on the Stand Up Comedy Show.
Liberty DeVito. Oh yeah, right.
The Slim Kings.
The Slim Kings.
But he
We don't
was
have a
on.
roll-in for
No,
the
we
Slim
don't.
Kings,
We did
but-
had it, but
Yeah, the Slim Kings. Yeah, they were great. Yeah, he's a great drummer. He played all the recordings on Billy Joel's albums.
yes.
And yeah, he was great.
Okay.
He's great. Nice guy too.
Okay. I believe we saw, of course. Let's get some more pictures on the road. I think we will.
Well, let's.
Unless you want to do another video.
Yeah, we'll do another video.
Let's what's our next, Roland? Do we have?
Well, we got the football video. I wrote a song for the football for.
That's the
pro
theme.
Football.
Yes, I think we have.
We just finished. Just finished our.
Okay.
Our,
So when
6
we're
months.
ready, we're gonna show.
Fred, pro football picks.
We're gonna win.
Fred's pro football picks.
As the clock winds down.
Fred's pro football picks.
As the clock winds down. As the clock winds down. If it takes a lifetime
Okay, welcome back. That video, by the way, was specially edited for the show. It's not the same video that was shown throughout the football season, by the way. Just make aware of that.
That was the first one?
No, that was the second one, but this was a special edition second one.
Oh, really?
Not to be shown. Well, if you go, it's like if you want or not.
Yeah,
It's your
but
video.
See, I wrote that song, which was great because it pertained not to just football and life is really close together. Like the words in it, if it takes forever, if it takes a lifetime, we're gonna win. You know what I mean? It's like, and the clock winding down because the clock is always moving.
Right.
You know
Plus-
what I mean?
plus
You're
also
always
Miranda.
moving. So the song makes a lot of sense if you with the words, and it pertains to football. Anybody that's out there in pro football that hears this song, if they don't use that for part of their,
I've heard the announcers use those words on TV. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
they're like the players running down the sidelines.
yeah, running down the side,
That's
and the
what-
clock winding down.
Right.
That's when most of the games are won. The big games, even in the Super Bowl. You watch that last Super Bowl. The guy scored the touchdown with 3 minutes on the clock. Got down the sideline, scored the touchdown, and the thing was when Brady got it, he had to throw the Hail Mary.
Right.
Because his clock ran out.
Right.
So the clock has a lot to do with football, and that's why I wrote it. As the clock winds down, running down the sidelines as the clock winds down.
Okay.
You know,
Have you ever heard of a person named Bob James?
Bob James. No.
Do you know who Bob James is famous for?
What?
The theme song of Taxi, and also, if before the song, the song title of Taxi was really called Angela, but the original piece was called Touchdown. Believe it or not.
Get out.
Yes, but
Really?
it was
never
most of
heard it, though.
most of Bob James's piece music
it a song?
was instrumental really. Touchdown was instrumental, used for Taxi, but
Yeah.
then they changed it over to Angela as the opening introduction. By the way, because we cannot use the word. If you're gonna use Touchdown for a song, you gotta be careful though. You don't want Bob James to come after you.
Yeah. See, the way a song could, like that, or I wrote a song for a movie too. The way a song could become big today is if it gets on a movie scene where the movie becomes big and it's the highlight of the the song is the highlight of that the part. So that's what I'm hoping for, is to get one of my songs in a big time movie or maybe the NFL playing the song in one of the games, and that's but I mean, so we use them for our show,
Right.
and it fits in.
We have plenty of time since it was an hour show. We have another video coming up. Do you remember what's on the video?
Pat Cooper,
Pat Cooper.
the famous Pat Cooper. He was the Italian superstar.
He's been to the studio
Comedian.
at least several times already.
he's a great
And you
comedian.
you finally got a chance to interview him.
He's a real New York.
Okay. So when we
Italian
get a free
comedian.
chance, Guy, we're going to show the clip of Fred interviewing Pat Cooper.
Pat Cooper.
Well, that's a picture.
That's a picture. The picture.
Okay, we have some technical difficulties, though.
All right, don't worry, he'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it.
All right, so when it comes up, let us know when it comes up.
Cable TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I know. You're
You
getting,
got it. Here it is.
That's all you need, publicity, right?
I came here when the boats weren't arriving
I know.
here
Yeah,
yet.
Staten Island. Isn't Staten Island your hometown?
No.
Really? No. it isn't.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
I was born in the Kings County Hospital.
Wow. Kings-
Wow, what do you mean, wow? You know how many people were born in Kings County Hospital? Me. After me, they closed the maternity ward down. Maternity ward. Oh, it's a maternity ward. So go ahead, what happened?
So this is what I want to ask you. Your comedy of today
Yes.
from yesterday years
It's different completely.
different.
Well, my era, there'll never be another one. Not because it was my era. I was very fortunate to be born when comedians were not just stand-up comics. They could sing, they danced, they did everything. And most of them, 90% of the comedians were Jewish. And they had a great flow. They had a great rhythm in their, in their routines. I don't see that today. Not knocking the kids or not knocking the younger people. There was a character in comedy. Today there's no character because they can talk about anything. And they don't give a damn what they say. The language don't mean nothing. They talk about things that are so stupid. But packing arenas. They are packing arenas.
You know, it almost reminds me of like songs. You know, you hear some of these songs that are out today. The songs of today.
The songs, I can't, listen, I'm a big band guy. I used to run away from home, go to the Paramount. I used to go. I saw Sinatra like for 35 cents and then wind up years later working with him. So, you know, like I tell the kids, don't get discouraged if something like that happened to make it happen to you. But the environment is different. Today, if your father says something to you and you don't like it, you call the police. Yesterday, if your father says something to you, you pray to God he didn't kill you. Because that was raising the children, not today. Today, there's no raising the children the same as years ago.
Right.
Years ago, we thought we had nothing. Years ago, we had everything. But we see it now when it's too late.
Yeah.
Because we learned from people who had no education but were brilliant. They were the oil paintings of the world. We don't have that today. We don't even have artists today for the future. Because the future today, everybody's stealing off somebody, and it's terrible.
You think it's because of the computer age? I mean,
No. It's the character of us. We don't want our kids to go through what we went through, which was the dumbest thing we could say. Because now we realize, what did we go through? We made up our own games. We took a job. We sat on a fire escape. It was important. And if you lived in a basement and had a yard, you thought it was your country. It's not appreciated today. Kids don't want to go in the backyard. They want to get on a plane. They want to go to the Bahamas. They want to kiss the fish now.
Yeah.
You know. You didn't do that years ago. We had everything in front of us, and we thought we were poor.
Yeah. Well,
We were not poor.
Yeah.
We were rich because we had character. It's over. Today, no character. Because the kids today are moving in with their boyfriends. Then they have children, okay? But here's the joke. Now, the women that moved in with her husband, they got 3 kids. They're living together 15 years. One day she wakes up, I want to go on a honeymoon. A honeymoon? You were married 15 years. We got 3 children. A honeymoon? She goes, I never went on a honeymoon. That's going backwards. You're supposed to get married, go on the honeymoon, then make an ensalada. But they don't do that today. No character. Even the kids don't know who they are anymore. You know, and I hate to get desperate, but you're getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
How
well,
long is your show? I don't believe this person.
Anyway, no, but you're right. You're right about that. I mean, I seen it, and I'm a generation, you know, before you, but I see it. I see that now.
But that's not your fault. That's not your fault. You know, I believe in advancement. I believe in people should, planes should fly, iPods, and I believe it's not showing character. Why the hell should we pick on a computer? Why should
Okay, guy.
personal business? Everybody's
That's
personal
funny.
business.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Pat Cooper, he's I'll tell you, he's a real he's an icon, Pat Cooper, because he's the original.
Right.
He's an original comedian of our time.
Yes. And just make viewers, aware, though, Pat Cooper, born Pasquale Caputo.
Oh yeah, you got that.
That's his real name. He was born July
What's his
31st. Pasquale Caputo. He's an
Wow.
American actor, comedian. Cooper performed in the 1950s, originally for primary Italian-American audiences. His big break came in 1963 on the Jackie Gleason Show. Afterwards, played for
Wow.
the top nightclubs such as 500 Club, Latin Casino, Palumbo's, Atlantic City, Las Vegas hotels and casinos. He also appeared on the same stage, of course, like you mentioned on the clip, Frank Sinatra, Jimmy Durante, the guy
Right.
that knows,
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald, Tony Bennett, Sergio Franchi, Sammy Davis Jr., with his glass eyes, Connie Francis, known for Stupid Cupid, Bobby Darin, Tony Martin, and many others.
Frank Sinatra loved him.
Yes.
They all the people in the entertainment world loved Pat Cooper because he spoke his piece, man. He just let it all hang out, man. And he was funny. The Italians loved him. Everybody loved him, not just Italians, but the Italian families loved him.
Yes.
because he was a natural. But yeah.
We do. I think we have. Should we get some more pictures? Or you want to go for
Well,
another
no,
clip?
we got to keep going.
Well,
Tony
okay,
Danza's going to come.
Oh,
But
Tony
could you
Danza.
Read Tony Danza's.
Yeah, let me read Tony Danza before we live
Tony
show the next
Danza's
clip. That's the
bio.
next clip, though.
It's the next clip.
Tony Danza, born Antonio Salvatore Indanza, born April 21st, 1951, is an American actor and former professional boxer. He's best known for starring in the TV series Taxi.
Taxi, right?
And Who's the Boss?
Yeah. Who's
With
the Boss?
Judith Light, Danny Pintaro, Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
I forgot Ramona's name.
Ramona.
Catherine Hepburn, whatever.
Hepburn?
No, not Catherine. No,
not Hepburn.
I know it's Catherine. He's an Emmy Award winner for.
Did he play on? I know he played on Taxi, but didn't he play on the other? Wow, there was an.
He had his own show. I think it was on the show Hooper Street. He played a cop.
Yeah, and I didn't know he was a singer. In this interview, he talks about singing in New York City. He sings at a couple of clubs in New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
He's also a famous boxer. Yeah, but he did it. But he did like 2 spin-offs of the Tony Danza show. He was on NBC as a comedy show, which failed. Then he spun off to a syndicated talk show instead.
Yeah.
He also had on from The Apprentice, Erica Petrini as co-host on the Tony Danza show.
Yeah, I did a show in New York City, and he was outside. Where was I at the in New York City at the park?
Okay.
Central Park. We were doing a for cancer.
Okay.
We were doing a big.
I believe we have the clip ready.
Show for cancer, but
so
he was there. So
we're gonna go ahead and show the clip of you, Fred, interviewing Tony Danza.
Okay, we're
There
here
he is.
at Join the Forces Against Brain Cancer. We're here with Tony Danza and here with Fred's Interesting Topics of the Week. And hey, Tony.
Hey, Fred, what's up?
Wow, great for coming down, man.
Mario, huh?
Hey, Mario. How are you? Like this?
Oh, yeah, Mario's one of those.
Good. I have a local New York TV show, like Tony. Has all over the
There's
world.
nothing like a local New York
Yeah, right.
TV show.
New York.
New York.
So what's going on, Tony?
Well, you know, we're here today be Mario's great organization, Voices Against Brain Cancer, and both my parents died from brain cancer. They were both smokers, of course. It was starting in their lungs, but it was the brain cancer finally killed them. And so I don't know. He's if you know the guy, he's
really nice.
he's one of the, and he lost his son, and it started this organization, and there are thousands of people out here today. It's wild, and we caught a nice day,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
beautiful, right?
so we're going to take a walk.
Yeah.
We're going to take a walk for cancer research.
Okay. So what are you doing?
What am I doing? I had a really exciting weekend. You know, last week I was walking. I went to see Hugo, the beautiful Marty Scorsese movie. Marty Scorsese.
Marty.
See the way I did that? I dropped that name in there. Fred, don't drop names. My friend Bobby De Niro told me that. But anyway, he asked me to sing with him at Feinstein.
Why you sing?
I'm Italian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What's about you? You know that's
So who's doing the interview? So I sang the last couple nights. I've been at Feinstein's. I did a workshop here in New York. We're trying to get a show on Broadway, a reworking of the movie Honeymoon in Vegas.
Okay.
So I just been, enjoying the New York scene. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, everybody in New York City loves you, man.
Well, thank you, Fred. It's good. I wish you a lot of luck.
Tony Danza, we're here with the Join the Voices, right?
Yeah, it's the Voices Against Brain Cancer. That's
and
us.
It's a 5-mile run.
And I hope about a mile and a half walk.
A mile and a half walk. All right, everybody. Tony Danza, everybody.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Okay.
Tony Danza. That had to be. That was about 6 o'clock in the morning because we had to get there early.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had to get it there like 6 in the morning. I think it was maybe a quarter after 6 when I interviewed him there. He was there. I came right up to him. I says, "Hey, Tony, I'd like to get an interview with you." And he says, "Sure." So then that's when I interviewed him.
Did he say a little hello to Angela?
Angela
Corsia?
Angela Coscia?
I think you forgot about that one, did you?
Oh.
You told me that, you forgot to tell Angela. I forgot to get Tony to say, give a shout out to you, Angela Corsia.
Oh, yeah.
Angela.
That at the time.
Hey,
yeah.
Angela, how you doing? It's Tony Danza.
Yeah. And
Forget about, I'm Italian.
Do you have the,
No.
Yeah, so Tony was great. And then I did did you have the,
Yes.
thing on Angela Lansbury?
I believe we do. Yes, we have Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, read a little bio.
let me look.
She's what is she, about 90 now? She's still alive.
92 years old, Angela Lansbury.
She's a great actress.
For those who don't know, her full name is really Dame Angela Bridget Lansbury. She was born on 16th of October 1925. She is a British-American Irish actress who appeared in theater, television, and film, as well as produced, voice actress, and singer. Her career spanned over 7 decades, mostly in the United States, and her work has attracted international attention.
Wow. I was so happy to do an interview with her because I know she's a legend, you know.
Yes, she is. She was also on the TV series, not a movie, Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
On CBS at the time. She also, I think she was also in the film, she did voice work for Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
I think she actually was a starring role in that. I believe we have the clip.
Yeah, Angela Lansbury.
From Angela Lansbury.
She's here again. How you doing?
I'm back again.
So you're giving out. You're a presenter.
Yes.
So you are a great actress. I'm glad to meet you. And so who do you think you got any specialties of any place?
I've got a few faves, but I'm not going to spoil it by trying to, get ahead of the game.
I know.
Everybody has a chance.
Is this your first time doing this?
On the drama desk, yes.
On the drama desk, okay.
Yes.
Angela, you did great, and I love that movie, Murder, She Wrote. That was great. Okay. Angela Lansbury, everybody.
I'm Paige Davis.
Oh, Paige Davis. Okay, I read up.
I starred in Chicago, and people know me best from having hosted Trading Spaces.
Trading Spaces, okay. All right.
Having hosted Paige Davis. Having hosted my life.
Whatever. Hey, listen, we're all here to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And so I wish you luck tonight. And
thank you. I hope I don't trip up.
Yeah. No, I like the color. You got a good color. That's very attractive.
Thanks.
And we'll see you. We'll see you at the party. Yes. You're watching Fred's Interesting Topics of the Week. Okay. All right. So Deborah Gibson, she's gonna give out the awards. So you're gonna give.
Award for best music and best lyric. So for a songwriter like myself, it's a fun award.
Oh, all right. She's got a beautiful dress on. That's really beautiful.
Thank you very much.
You look very nice.
All
right. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
So you had more than Angela Lansbury. You also had Paige Davis as well as Deborah Gibson.
Deborah Gibson. Do you have you don't have
I didn't get a thing. I know, but I remember she was born out.
Yeah, she had a big hit song.
Right. Only in My Dreams. She did a couple of
yeah,
good
she
songs
had a lot of big hits.
in the 80s, although.
Yep, she was an 80s star.
She's a teen idol. She's a teen idol. Always will be a teen idol.
But we got one with John Lloyd Young.
Yes.
Right?
Before we get on to the next clip, John Lloyd Young. Let me read it out here. John Lloyd Mills Young was born July 4th, 1975. Is an American actor and singer. In 2006, he won the Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a musical for his role as Frankie Valli in the Broadway's Jersey Boys. He claims he's the only American actor to date to have received a lead actor in a musical Tony, Drama Desk, Outer Critics Circle, and Theater World Award for a Broadway debut.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I opened up for Frankie Valli in Arizona.
Right.
Yeah. And then I interviewed the guy singing his parts.
Right.
John Lloyd Young, right? John Lloyd Young. That's how you say his name, right?
John Lloyd Young.
Lloyd Young. What else did he do? He didn't do any movies or anything, right? He just that's his claim to fame, right?
I think this Broadway though. But we're going to show the clip though.
Yeah, John Lloyd Young.
Please, show the clip.
This was at a.
Are we looking into the camera?
Yes. We're looking at it. Okay, we're here at Martini's. We just seen a great play called Summer and Smoke, and we're here with a great performer, John Lloyd from Jersey Boys. Hey, John.
Hey, nice to see you.
What's up, John?
John Lloyd Young.
John Lloyd Young.
I just got to make sure that they know.
They know, okay. And you know something? I've seen a lot of people that seen you play, and they said you were great. They said they loved the play. So how did you like this play tonight, John?
I loved it. I'm a big Tennessee Williams fan, but I had never, I loved Streetcar Named Desire and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, but I'd never seen this play. So to see it with Amanda Plummer, who is just fantastic, and Kevin Anderson, it was a great way to be introduced to a play that I didn't know.
Yeah. How did you know about this play, by the way? How did you?
Well, I've done 2 shows here at Paper Mill, so I'm friends with all of the people here, and try to come back to every opening night that I can because I'm a fan of them and I'm a supporter of the theater, and having worked here myself twice.
Oh yeah, what play did you do with this?
I did The Chosen, which was a play based on the book, and I also did The Drawer Boy, just one season ago, I was an understudy, and that starred John Mahoney from Frasier.
Wow, wow. So you're looking, all that success.
Yeah, Broadway success. You can buy a nice tie here and there.
So when are you going to do a movie? Since you're so popular now.
Look, I'll tell you something. I've been asking myself the same question.
Right.
You know, I'm an actor in a Broadway show. It's a huge success, and yet I'm still an actor, so I'm worried about the next thing. And I think that that's never going to change. And I think that the best thing about that is that to have those worries as an actor, but to be in a hit Broadway show at the same time is so much more preferable than sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring and hoping you'll get another job.
So do you have anybody that's looking out for you for anything like that? I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got agents and managers and people. You know, I have people on my side. But there's when you're in a show like Jersey Boys, there's no rush to go do something else because you know Jersey Boys is great. And the audiences are still coming. It's a huge hit. You cannot get a seat to Jersey Boys, and so it's great for all of us involved. And in fact, we've been running for more than a year now, and the entire original cast is still there except for one person. So that shows you how dedicated the cast is to this hit show.
So you're still selling out like you were before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets are going for incredible prices. They're the scalpers are getting really rich.
Yeah, right. Well, that's great, John. I love music so much that to see somebody like you make it that good, it's great.
I got to tell you something else that's really interesting, maybe to your audience, that Frankie Valli himself, as a result of our show, has had a huge revitalization in his own touring career. And in February, he's going to be at the Rose Theater at Lincoln Center. This is the new jazz theater in the Time Warner building on Columbus Circle.
Okay.
He's going to be there for a few dates in February. And last time it sold out, so I'm absolutely certain that this time his show will sell out too. It's great for the real Four Seasons. It's great for us playing the Four Seasons. It's great for the audiences. It's a really good time.
So you're going to help promote that with him, or?
Well, just right now I did.
Okay, guys.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know the actual date.
Welcome back.
Wow. Now, that was a long interview with him, but
you sure enjoyed John Lloyd Young.
John Lloyd Young, wow. He really.
Yes.
Yeah, he really did a lot. But he's a great singer.
Yes.
I know a lot of people that want to see the musical.
Okay. We did show a picture before the start of the video. Can we get that original picture back, please? Okay, we're going to get a rich picture back. We had, before we cut the video. This is from another picture from the Bonfield movie with you and Mary Domino and Bob Greenberg.
Bob Greenberg.
Yes, you remember him.
Yeah, he does a lot of imitations of different Jackie Gleason and.
Yes, who also appeared on the Staten Comedy Show. Can we go another picture? Do we have another picture? Here's another shot. There's both you and me, Fred.
Yeah, Nevin.
And Nev's interviewing Robin Shaw Myers. I see Bodybuilder Bob. I see a mom in the background, too. I believe it's your father in the background as well.
Yeah, that was at the theater.
That was also at the theater outside. Next picture.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Well, we already know it's sold out already. Hope the show's sold out.
Yeah.
Next picture. There's another inside shot.
Yeah.
There's you are, Fred, Angela, Bodybuilder Bob. And Guy, what's with the eyes? Never mind, but you're probably looking what's on the right side of the studio, though. But no, I thank our director, Guy Comier, who's helped us put this show together. Next picture. And we have an audience shot. The appearance, Fred.
Yeah, that was in the beginning before all the people came in.
Yes. It was starting to fill it up before it became a sold-out audience, though.
Yeah.
Good show.
We got
nice
another shot of the audience, right?
Yes. Next picture.
Yeah.
Here's another one with Joe Coburn and Kathy Froning.
The two producers of the movie.
With the lithograph of the film.
Yeah.
With you and, of course, Nevin and Lola Saki.
That's a crazy picture.
That is.
Yeah.
And I believe both of you have signed the picture, too, by the way. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Next picture. This is a single shot of you, Fred.
Yeah.
Simple common shot. You're wearing a nice blue suit, gold tie, brick background. Bricks go along with anything. Next picture.
It was a great day. It was
great. And here you can see how much people.
Wow, that's proof
filled
of.
Up.
Yeah, that's proof of how many people came to see it, and everybody that was there.
Okay.
Brian,
Let's go back, Fred. Let's go back, Guy.
Yeah, everybody that was there after the show, they loved it. They were like, "Oh my God, this is great." They walked out of the theater like you know what I'm saying. This could have been in any movie theater all over the country, and it should be because it's authentic. It's real. You know, it's reality, you know.
Right.
You know, natural, talented people that came on the shows, on the Staten Island Comedy Show, and comedians, of course,
Right.
that came on the show, and they just did their own thing, you know. It's not like it was, you know, everything had to be done in sequence, and, you know, it was all put together naturally.
Right. I believe we have a couple more videos to go before we wrap up the show.
Yeah.
What's the next video we have?
Oh, I interviewed Miss New York City on top of New York City, actually, in a hotel.
That'll be Hazel Pasquale.
Hazel Pasquale.
She was Miss New York 2013.
Miss New York, yeah, she
When we
was
get that
good.
clip ready. Okay.
Okay, we're here
There we
at
go.
the Dream Hotel, everybody. And
Dream
we're
Hotel.
here with Miss New York, everybody. And a beautiful, check it out. We got the view from there.
Yeah, that's all New York City back of us.
What's your name?
Hazel.
Hazel. So you won this year, Miss New York.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. And we're here in Dream Hotel. Wow, my hair. Wow. Anyway, so how do you feel that now that you're
I'm grateful and happy, and the best part about being Miss New York is enjoying New York for what it is, getting to meet new people and doing more things that you didn't do before.
did before?
So, yeah.
So so did you win? What did they give you? Like what is some of the perks that you got from it?
Oh, I mean, we get like a few prizes, but the perks are really reaching out to the community, doing things for other people. I mean, I got to do a lot for my charity, which was my platform, the Eric Trump Foundation.
Okay.
So it's for St. Jude's Hospital. They raise money each year for
Wow,
the
that's
children.
great.
Yeah, so that's like one really amazing thing. Another thing too is all the stuff I get to do, like go to the fashion shows, Fashion Week. I mean, we're in a
Right.
fashion note now, but normally it's a lot of different things.
Right. What about the acting? I know modeling, you got it down. But are you pursuing the acting?
Yeah, acting and singing. So
Acting and singing. Have you gotten any parts from doing it?
I'm actually shooting. I'll be in a feature film next week. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll see what
great.
happens with this.
Yeah.
It's
Do
good.
you know the name
It's
of
good.
it, or it's gonna be hidden?
It's called Ladybug.
Ladybug. All right. So
Yeah.
Hazel, that's great. All right.
And I'm playing the queen, so I have like one of the major roles there, but I'm like one of those queen girls. So.
Yeah. Well, you're a very beautiful girl, and you got a lot of good personality. That's important.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
so,
you.
All right, Hazel. Hazel, what's your last name?
Pasquale.
Pasquale.
Yep, and you can go to my
Hazel.
website, www.hazelpasquale.com, to find out more information about me. My bio's there, my pictures are there. You can find me on Instagram,
All right.
Miss New York, United States, 2013. So.
Great. And
All
I'm
right.
Fred Coscia. I'm all over the internet.
Okay, guy.
I've done interviews.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Wow.
I don't. Let's make our viewers aware. She did mention a website, but that website is no longer active, unfortunately. So
Yeah, that
she can find it other ways though. Hazel Pasquale.
That
Let's
was
make our
great.
viewers aware.
That was a great interview because it was on top of New York City, and she was Miss New York City.
Well, Miss New York, State of New York.
State of New York.
For 2013.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that was you couldn't ask for a better background, right,
Right.
Brian?
Now, normally
that
when you
was-
go out to do the video shoots and everything, you usually choose the background. Am I correct? Just about?
Well, I try to get a good setting to where it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because the better the background is, the better the shot is going to be, and so on. So, actually, I produce. I'm actually producing my own show as it's going. Live.
Okay.
That's another thing that you have to do when
Yes.
when you go out to any live shoots. You know that, Brian,
Right.
as well
I've
as I
been on
do.
I've been on a live shoot.
Like if you see a background that's not cool, you say, you know what, let's go do it over here, or
Yeah. I believe it took someone like close to the water. There's one musician. We're not gonna mention any names.
Yeah.
Did a nice, good shoot on it.
Uh-huh.
But as long as you have the fine lighting, the fine sound. Well, actually, I did provide the sound with my own microphone. But
Yeah.
I got a little better than that, which I'm grateful though.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's an endless flow of meeting new people, new talent, and everything like that. And that's what's great about doing live shoots.
And you also traveled too, by the way. You also did. I mean, you didn't bring a camera or anything, but you did went to Bermuda a couple times.
Oh yeah, I did shows out.
But you didn't do any
Bermuda.
like videotaping in Bermuda.
Yes, I
unfortunately.
did.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I did a video. I did a whole show on my phone,
Oh.
on my iPhones, and then I downloaded it onto the thing, and then I actually added.
Did you play on TV?
Yeah, I added on
Okay.
TV. Yeah, it was from
Yes.
Bahamas, not Bahamas.
Bermuda.
Not Bermuda. The other place.
Okay.
Well, anyway, it was in one of the islands.
One of the odds, exactly, though.
You know, but yeah.
We're almost coming up to like we're
But-
halfway. We're almost at least end the show. I just want to say this has been a wonderful 60th show for being an hour,
Yeah.
and I'm normally just half an hour though.
Yeah, Brian, people miss you on you. You know, they miss your show.
I know. I apologize that I thought I'm gonna do at least about a couple more shows, but I might get lucky. I might maybe like pull off at least a few more shows this year. Even though I'm not as serious though.
Yeah.
But as long as
Well, we got a lot of
studio likes the content.
We got a lot of
Yes.
people watching our shows now, even outside the industry, and they're interested in, backing us with a lot of things. So hopefully this year, we're going to really skyrocket. You need. Listen, no matter how great your songs are, how great your show is, how great this is, you need backing. You need people to back you. That's why even these movies that are not that good, they get out there and they're promoted so much. People say, "Oh, we got to go see that." They're showing you a minute clip, so you're saying, "Wow, that looks great."
Right.
But if you take that minute clip and you put it into an hour and a half show, that show is not going to be what you've seen in that minute clip. Hopefully, it will be.
Right.
It'll be as good. You'll be happy with the movie, but there's nothing like seeing the whole movie. But what they do is they put all their money into promotion and advertising. And I mean, look, they did this movie, Lord of the Apes or whatever. It was a movie, and it had a dynamic, poster. And then when you went to see it, you said, "Wow, that was terrible."
Right.
And it's the same thing with songs and stuff, So don't be fooled.
I believe we have one more.
Again,
I think we have one more
by the
quick
who.
interview left, by the
Don't
way.
be fooled
It's one with
again.
Billy Squire, if that's correct. We have a Billy Squire interview. Real fast.
Billy Squire.
Billy
Yes,
Squire.
right. Billy Squire. Yes, he was an 80s rock and roll
All
legend.
right, ladies and gentlemen,
Here we
we're
go.
here in New York City. We're at Society, and we're with a famous rock and roll star for 30 years. And here he is, Billy Squire. Hey,
Yes.
yeah. Hi, Billy. How you doing?
A little chilly tonight here. It's
Yeah.
not very summery.
Yeah.
at the
So,
moment.
so what's up? I heard you're doing some stuff in New Zealand, huh?
Well, we talk about moving to New Zealand every once in a while, but that's
Yeah.
but talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Now I came to see my friend that's directing this play across the street. It's Tumor Humor, which is interesting, a difficult topic to
Yeah.
approach, especially with humor. But they did a good job.
Yeah. So, what do you got going? You got a new album coming out, or you got some
Oh,
new
that's
stuff?
always the rumors abound. I'm not really working on anything that way. I may do something tour-wise in the next year or so. I'm thinking about that. It feels like the time might be right to do that.
Yeah.
I was out with Ringo last summer, which was a blast, which I love doing that.
Yeah.
And, I've just recorded some Delta blues music for a historical CD and booklet that's coming out on that genre,
Right.
which was great for me because what people probably don't know is that I actually grew up with some of that.
Really?
Well, through Eric Clapton, who Eric got what he got from Robert Johnson, and I got what I got from Eric. So
Yeah.
I've always felt somewhat connected to that. So when they asked me to be a part of the project,
Right.
it was something I felt very privileged to do. So that's coming out in the near future.
Yeah. Do you feel like the music today is starting to come back to the old, the old rock and roll? I mean, I feel that. I don't know, but.
I don't know. I don't pay attention that much, to be honest. I spend a lot of time in my garden, and I work. I have two gardens, and one of them happens to be at Central Park. So out there, we don't play a lot of music. We keep things a little bit more in the QT. So
Yeah. So my friend Danny Nova, he says, "Tell Billy we'll do a concert. Danny Nova, Robin Plant, and who else? Oh, the guy from Styx.
Oh, the
Who's
guy who
that?
does.
The lead singer.
Yeah,
from
all right.
Styx.
they have a few singers in Styx.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Welcome back.
Yeah, Billy Squire. Yeah, he was talking about Danny Nova. I did a lot of shows with Danny Nova at the Stone Pony, the Wonder Bar, the famous Stone Pony, the one
Right.
with So I've done big shows too with major singers.
And just to read real quickly, though, William House of Squire, that's Billy Squire's full name, is an American rock musician. He
Squire.
has a string of arena rock hits in the 1980s.
Right.
Best known as the song "The Stroke," 1980s album "Don't Say No."
Right.
He, other hits include "My Kind of Lover," "In the Dark," "Rock Me Tonight," "Lonely Is the Night," "Everybody Wants You," "Emotions in Emotion." He's associated with Ringo Starr and the All-Star Band, Eminem, Magic Terry, and the
Right,
Universe.
he did Ringo Starr, right.
Kicks, the Sidewinders, Piper, and Humble Pie.
Well, when I interviewed him, that's when he just came off the road with Ringo Starr.
Yes.
Billy Squire. Yeah, he's a great guy, nice, humble guy, and he was huge in the '80s.
Yes,
Huge hit.
Okay, we're
And
about to
that's
be running
it,
out, though. Real quick, anything coming
yeah.
up, bro? Anything coming up for you?
Yeah,
so far?
we got a lot of things. We're working on different projects, different movies that I helped co-produce, and I'm working with this guy Kevin Lee, who's got a lot of things going with different projects that I'm working with him with, and it's going good. It's going good. You got to keep moving out there. You got to keep moving. Brian.
Okay, Fred, I just want to thank
Yeah.
you for coming on the
Yeah.
show for a 10th time in a row.
Yeah.
If anyone out there that's
fun.
yes, absolutely. If anyone out there wants more information about this program, they can write to me at the studio, or they can email me at lapierport@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Guy Cormier, the staff and crew of the studio as always, and the accounting firm of Agency Advisors. To all our viewers, I'm Brian LaPayower, and this was LaPayower Report. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. All right.